Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. It is an incredible day. Oh my goodness, what a day, what a day, what a day. Oh, and it's not even 6 o'clock and I'm already doing my evening live. Wow. Huh. Oh, what do you know? How is your Saturday? What did you do today to shake up your day? Oh, and I just realized I put part 1 on this. This is actually part 2, isn't it? I'll have to change that afterwards. But what did you do today to shake up your day? Did you try something new? Did you go somewhere different? Did you do things out of routine? I ended up having an amazing, amazing day. We had the Forever Family History event, which I spoke about last night because I only found out about it yesterday. It was incredible. You can actually still register for it through the whole weekend, and then they're going to be sending up recordings later in the week. So it's a free event. As a genealogist, I was watching this and I was like, oh my gosh, these people get it. They get about preserving the family history. They get about getting those stories down, recording the stories. There were some amazing stories that were told about why they started on this journey of preserving their history and telling the stories and things. It was just an incredible event to be part of. And okay, that couldn't have been anything flying in here. Who knows? But everybody there got it. They got the importance of telling stories, telling the family stories so that they are preserved for future generations. And they even had a genealogy section where you can hire their services, and they will go and help you find those missing documents or photographs, or maybe help with translation on some of the documents, especially if they're not English documents. But it was just an incredible event, and I thought there is so much information in here. And the fact that it was free just blew my mind because there was a ton of information. I'm just taking notes going, oh, I've got to go check that out. And I've got to go check this out and do this and da, 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 da. And I was thinking of all the photographs that are back in New Zealand that have not been scanned. And I'm sort of like, oh my gosh, I so want all those photographs scanned. How can I? So I'm going to start looking. My parents don't know this yet. But I thought if I started looking to see if there's services in New Zealand that will scan all the photographs at a reasonable cost and do a really good job of it and get the thumb drive, then we can get the whole thing uploaded. And I can do my, oh, that's what it is. Hang on. Sorry, light was flickering. So for some reason in RVs, you got to whack your lights every now and again when they flicker. Don't ask me why. I have no clue. But back to the thing. And so they were talking about getting stuff scanned and that, but the services they only offer the services for getting things scanned here in the States. They don't offer it, the US and Canada. They don't offer it anywhere else in the world. And they, you get boxes and you can put photographs in there and slides and negatives and movies, videos, CDs. They will digitize the lot for you. They will do restoration if you ask them to. Documents is another one that they will do also. And they will touch them up using the computer programming and stuff if you request them to do that. And it was actually quite amazing listening to what their services are for uploading things for you and the process that they go through, and everything is triple checked for quality and everything else. And I thought, wow, that's kind of cool. And on movies that have sound, they're able to clean up the background sound for you so you don't get all that crackling. And they take all the snowy bits off the front and the ends of the movies. And those that have seen the older movies and things know all about that little crackling stuff at the beginning, the snow. So it was very interesting to listen to that, and then different ways to organize it. So if you're doing genealogy and you have all these photos and documents, the different ways that you can organize everything was kind of cool too. And then of course we had their family research people talking as well about their services that they offer and what the telling some of the stories. They even had somebody who had worked with them come on and tell, basically give a testimony, tell their story and why they needed help with part of their research and that sort of thing as well. And then we had somebody who came on and said, look, this is how you can make a scrapbook. And she made a scrapbook in like 5 minutes, a digital scrapbook in like 5 minutes. And then you could go and order it to be printed and that sort of thing. And I thought, this is so cool. And so this afternoon I spent time doing research. It got me in the genealogy mood, which doesn't take much. And so I spent the afternoon, I was supposed to be picking up stuff here in the RV so I could assemble Helen's writing hut and do my life from there tonight. But that didn't happen. That rabbit warren of the genealogy was saying, come. So I went down the rabbit hole in genealogy. But we did go get the mail this morning. My water softener was there. We just got back from our evening walk. The water softener is now installed. That was a heavy sucker, that thing. Like jeepers. And that was before we put the water in. And then you had to let it like run. You had to hook it up to the hose, hook it up with its little hose thing to the water source, let it run for like 5 minutes to clean out all the dust and resin and things. And then you had to hook the other hose on that goes into the RV. And this is a portable water softener. And I'm like carrying this thing. I got Zeffy's leash in one hand, the water softener in the other, the hose in the same hand as the leash. That's about this long. We're walking around the back of the RV to get over to the utilities back here so I can get it all set up. And I had Zeffy hooked to where the tow bar piece gets connected, because it's got two little D-ring. It's got two little areas on either side that I can hook her leash to and that sort of stuff. So I had it hooked up there. And then once, of course, I turned the water on for it to flush out the water softener before I hooked it up, it quickly flooded the back area. So I just brought Zeffy inside and took her off a leash and just let her do that thing. And then went and finished hooking everything up. But now it's all hooked up. I did a test. They give you testing strips so you can test the hardness of the water. And the very first one I did, I put it in the glass, let it sit for a few minutes, then went over and tested it. And you got to hold the test stick in there for like 3 seconds, and took it out. And it was almost at the hardest level. So they have different colored levels, and it was the second from the end. It wasn't the end one, it was just one end. So it wasn't very hard, but it was very, very close to very hard. It was just one color off being extremely hard. And then I went and tested it. I came in here and I let the sink faucet run for a few minutes, then went and tested it again, and the color had started to lighten. So I'm sort of like, yay. So yeah, so we've had very, very hard water. It's definitely affected my skin with the dryness and everything of it. So now that we have the water softener on, I'm curious to see once everything starts flowing, because I've got to basically it's probably going to take a while on the tank for the shower, because I don't know how much water is in my holding tank, and I use the holding tank for showers because it gives really, with the water pump, it gives really good pressure. So I have done some filling up of my water tank to start softening up the hard water. So it's probably going to take a couple of weeks for it to be completely flushed out. And I do have a quick release button where I can just release whatever's in the water tank. But it means I've got to empty out an entire locker, and that's the one that has all the cleaning supplies in it, and the RV and the car washing brush that's on a big stick, buckets. It has my little pink wagon in there. So it's sort of my, not a catch-all, because that's definitely the wrong term. It's got a purpose. That locker has a purpose. It has the cleaning supplies, the bucket, the sponges, the mops, my floor mops in there. So it's my cleaning cupboard, my cleaning locker. So I've got to go pull everything out of there and then do the release of the water, and that'll flood the entire underside of the RV. I'm not sure if I want to do that. And then you'd have to start filling it back up again. And it's a 85-gallon tank. Yeah, so it will take a lot to fill it up. So we'll just keep adding water over time, and it'll take a few weeks, but it'll finally clear out and have just the soft water coming through. But on the other ones, the hand sink, the kitchen sink, I'll be using those regularly. They come off the faucet, and on the toilet as well. And so those areas will get the softened water coming through very, very quickly. So I should notice with washing hands in the hand basin in the sink that it starts to not feel so rough after I wash my hands. I really should put my moisturizer on and throw my white gloves on. So I've got my white gloves sitting here. I've got a tube of moisturizer here, and I'm going to have dinner first. I'm hungry. So it's been a very cool day. This activity was not planned at all. of doing the Forever Family History session. But if you are interested in it, you can still sign up for it. If you go to last night's episode, the link is in the comments, and you can sign up till tomorrow. And if you sign up, they send you they're going to be sending the recordings out along with the PowerPoint slides too. So I thought that was really cool that they let people to, keep signing up to a certain time, and they're like, okay, we're done, and then they convert everything. So it was pretty cool. It was a very, very awesome day. Learned a lot. So that was my shake-up. I learned a lot today. So go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Make those memories with your families. And of course, they were talking about interviewing other family members, capturing it on video, especially the older generation before they leave us, and all their information and their stories go with them. So they were talking about the importance of doing that. And I'm just sort of like, I would just sit here and let you guys talk about that till the cows come home, because that's one of the things that I'm doing. And I have started writing my story. So we'll see. It's just bits and pieces right now. Right now some memory will come back, and I'll just grab my pad and paper and just start writing. So maybe I'll do some declutter. I got some decluttering I have to do before I can put up my writing hut. But I'm super excited because it's ready to go up. I just need the floor space, and I'm not sure if I have the floor space. And if I don't have the floor space in here, I'll put it up outside, and like either on the patio or on the end of the patio on the gravel, so you guys get to see it. But anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys back here tomorrow for Serenity Sunday. And I'm not sure if we'll be here at the dog park or where we will be. You'll have to wait and see. Hei konera.